Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a grand final tournament series hype.
Hype out of 10.
Yeah, so this is the $100 tournament, which is kind of the biggest lie ever, right? Because it was originally called that, and then more people offered to donate money. So it actually ended up being like $185, I think, in the end.
Is that like similar to the 100 Years War that actually didn't go nowhere near 100 years?
Yeah. So this is actually the grand final. It's going to be between Logica and Size. So this is going to be a best of 11 series, which is like kind of insane, but 0 Hour is like the only RTS game ever where you can actually do a best of 11 series.
And that's
it's
not like a
viable
crazy
format.
idea. Like,
yeah, it's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
That's no worries. Yeah, we can do a best of 11.
Yeah, and because a lot of the games like don't go for long.
Yeah.
So Logica, I believe he was the demo, and Size was stealth.
Yes, I believe so.
Yes.
Actually.
Like sometimes we are prepared when we cast these games, and most of the time we're not. But this time at least we were prepared.
Fairly prepared.
And before we really get into this, we should get like the scoreboard again. Remember how last time for the World Series or whatever it was, we got like that ghetto
scoreboard.
Yeah.
I think I ended up sending it to one of our Patreon backers.
Yeah,
so,
I'm pretty sure it was Jono.
It was Jono, yeah. So,
I think because he raised his Patreon pledge up a little bit. Anyway, so we should probably talk about the video game. That we do have the terrorist being destroyed here. I think he was maybe trying to just like blow up like the oil. There's only one of them, so maybe he's trying to deny a tunnel or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the plan was there.
So we do have Logica here with a technical. Might be empty just for some worker harass. Could actually
Yeah.
be a tech terror of some kind.
Got one crush there.
He is demo, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him. No, so yeah, it was just the worker harassment. At the bottom here is another technical, so maybe this one's actually the full one.
I definitely would say it would be.
Yeah, going for the decoys.
Crushes.
No, just empty ones.
Well.
So just trying to crush those workers best as he can.
So Side's pretty much on point here in terms of defending his worker lines. If you don't wall them off, you really have to be pretty on point with like having technicals there or RPGs there ready to defend them. Technical crushes are pretty common in GLA mirrors.
Yeah, and we actually see Size hasn't walled off his supplies, so he's really confident that he can hold the territory and deny those technical harassment. Firestorm Logica is actually in a good spot though, because he has this forward tunnel. If he can hold that, it's great for him. There's actually 3 technicals and a fair bit of RPGs though, but there's 2 quads here, and Logica has his own RPGs. Actually loses the Toxin Tractor, so he won't get the clear of that garrison.
Obviously not going to have another one, so I'll have to rebuild that if it actually ends up coming out here. Quads v technicals here. One of them is actually... That might have been the empty one.
Yeah, it was empty.
Oh, it was the empty. That's very lucky because the other ones are full of units.
Yep, so now... What was he going for? Maybe Buddha... Oh yeah, so there was a worker in that garrison.
It was cool. He actually used it to deny the garrison because if you're inside it, like, it doesn't matter if you can't shoot out of it, you can't take someone else's...
that oil cap finished!
It did.
That was very, very last minute. We'll get captured there. Logica may deny it though pretty much straight away. But Size has a fair bit of quads as well. These oil derricks haven't been capped up for Logica, whereas Size has capped his other oil derrick in the north, building the southern oil here. So Size is looking like he needs a pretty good control of the map as well.
Looking fairly nice. The quads have actually reached attacking range on this outpost, but here comes the quad pop on the side of Size. He's absolutely demolishing the quads of Logica. Gonna win this easily. Ends up with most of his quads still alive here. The garrison is actually going to be taken by Logica, and he starts shooting a few more. Another quad pop comes out as well. That might be enough to snipe a couple more down. Going back inside the tunnels is Size. He keeps most of his troops alive, but the garrison has gone in the favor of Logica here. Garrison's actually destroyed. Tunnel network goes down at the same time.
That garrison cap was very important because it meant that he couldn't really... Size couldn't sustain that army near that the tunnel. So with that, Logica will clear out this tunnel, despite perhaps this Vet 3 technical. Doesn't have the scrap upgrade to level 2. The Orderic's actually still alive. He may hold on to it. More quads on the way here for Logica, so they're constantly butting heads, trying to control these oils.
Yeah, pretty big commitment coming in here, but every second that Size holds this means more income for him. Another worker's managed to come out, so looking for another tunnel network and to solidify this hold is Logica.
Looks like it will go down. Yeah, it does finally fall.
Looks like it will. Look up towards the top here. Cap's coming out on the side of Logic. He's got his own capture upgrade. He's also put a demo trap, I think, on the other side of the...
Nice.
Yeah, on the other side of the bridge. Or Derek going down the other one as well, just to deny the cap. It's going to be really hard to cap under quad 5 for either side there. So good move from Logica actually destroying that one.
So Logica has 2 tunnels here. Always nice to have 2 of them. Size at the same time has 3 tunnels being placed down, and there's 2 tunnels at the bottom here, and these are stealth tunnels, so they're going to be hard to clear out.
So where are we looking at tech-wise for our players? I mean...
Palace here for size.
Yeah, Palace is going to be up here. Logica, can't say the same here. It's probably lost more quads, I think, relative to size.
Yeah, I'd say so. Mixing in Scorpions, I think that's pretty smart. Size can't do the same, being the stealth.
That's committed a fair few tunnels, so actually walling off his suppliers now as well. Pretty big pop coming in from Logica on the left-hand side here. Looks like he wants to try and deal with the oil derrick, potentially.
Yeah, so that tunnel was revealed by the RPGs.
On that side here. Size's army isn't actually inside the tunnels at the moment.
It's a pretty big quad army.
One tunnel's actually going to get attacked. Yeah, oh, nice move here. Size is going to use that opportunity to clear out Logica's tunnels, and Logica can't back off in time. That's a really nice play.
We'll lose the tunnels. Logica needs to make use of it. We'll at least clear this tunnel out, but not really a big deal. There's still one more down here. Still the garrison.
Yeah. Especially if the army comes across the bridge now, which I think is what Size is going to do. So he's managed to clear out Logica's tunnels on the other side, and he pushes across and saves his own oil derrick. That's really nice. In
the open ground, though, Size is a disadvantage because he only has quads and not any RPGs. Even if he does have RPGs, they're too slow to work in the open. Whereas Firestorm with the Scorpions can engage pretty well, but I think Size will just play very defensively since he has the oil advantage.
Well, it's pretty even actually at the moment. 1 each. Because both the ones down the bottom actually went down, so Size has 2 and Logica has 2 up the top.
Oh, he does, yeah.
Yeah, so he's looking pretty good. Nice positioning those RPGs, but the technical will actually shoot through. Yeah,
oh, nice.
Nicely played. General Sherman always recommend you deal with the oil derricks first, and Size loses one of his. Really nice play there from Logica.
So that actually now puts Logica ahead.
Definitely will.
Going for a second arms dealer. And still has a palace. There we go. They're just finishing that up now. Pretty defensive spot as well, because it then covers like the right side towards his main base.
Tries to keep those oil derricks alive as well. It's really hard to get around the palace. The RPGs in it have a hell of a lot of range.
Yeah, it would have been nice to build it here, but that would be unbuildable terrain. That's like a mountain, and this is already taken up. So I think the best what he could have done, maybe like over here would have been nice, but at the same time, it's like you want to have your palace defensible, but you don't want to make it too easy to snipe. So it's kind of the risk-reward thing. Oh, buggies. Oh, a lot of buggies actually for Size.
Nice transition coming in from Size. Had the palace tech earlier, so he's managed to build a pretty decent buggy army.
Yeah, tunnel's full.
Scorpion.
So actually...
just turns around and tries to get a buggy. Run!
Oh,
run,
he gets one of them.
Run! Yeah, you got to be careful of those Scorpion rockets.
A happy accident. It was like, I like Logica's thinking there. He was like, well, there's no room in my tunnel. That's fine. I'll just kamikaze it into these buggies.
Can't believe it actually went through.
Tech Terror, nice work. Gets the tunnel down and gets, I think, 1 buggy there as well. That prevents the more full retreat path, which makes buggies a lot harder to use.
Demo bikes coming out as well here. Scorpion rockets starting to get used on these quads.
Yeah. If he can time out the rockets with his attack bike, that will allow him to get some snipes.
Nicely played.
The RPGs on the ground there are going to really help against those the bikes.
Pretty sizable army here from Size, but Logica's just banking up cash. I'm not sure what kind of palace tech you'll actually go into here. I mean, you generally see buggy v buggy combat.
Yeah, but demo bikes.
Oh
wow, that's a big pop.
Splash.
He took a lot of splash there. That was not a very well timed pop. Looks like he's going for buggies as well. Yeah, these Scorpions are really weak. He could lose a few here. Loses 2 more. Like, especially because he's behind.
Yeah.
Well, these buggies are really weak as well, though, and he's quite far away from his tunnel.
But all of the quads on the side of Logica are getting sniped down here.
Yeah, he's still just engaging them out in the open.
The buggies really need to change their focus up a bit here. Size is a pretty decent army. I'm not sure if maybe Logica takes it a little bit late here going for that palace. Getting behind on buggy count is pretty punishing. Tunnel goes down as well.
May lose a couple of the buggies to the demo trap there in the middle.
Buggy for buggy trades coming out. See, that demo trap actually goes off in the middle.
A couple of black markets are mixed in as well. Loses 2 more buggies.
Yeah. Good targeting coming in there from Logica. Managed to take out 2 buggies. Only 1 on the side of Size gets traded out there.
And he retreated in time so the rockets wouldn't track him. Yeah, nice micro here from Logica, but I don't know if it really matters. He's pretty far behind in his army count. Still, nice micro so far, really holding on to what he has. At the north here, that seems to be the reason why he's losing, because Size is investing in the northern attack.
Still, those 2 oils are still going, and Size doesn't really have a way to deal with them. It's going to be really hard to try and get a technical in there and blow them up with terrorists.
Yeah. I don't think he really needs to, though, because he has the black market advantage. Oh, well, does he, though, actually? Wow, there's already 3 here for Logica.
3. Yeah.
So maybe he actually doesn't. There's the 3 black markets. Yeah, so it's pretty even.
Yeah.
But there's more just the critical mass, especially with the Jarman mixed in. We'll be able to deny those RPGs on the ground. I don't think he wants to reveal the Jarman, though. He's keeping him nearby.
Yeah, I haven't seen a snipe yet, I don't think. Not sure what he's waiting for, to be honest.
1, 2...
The scroll past General's Gentleman black market
3.
count. Yeah, there's only 3.
3 and the 4th one being built.
Command center getting thrown down as well.
A 5th one being built.
No command center yet, though, I think from... What?
You are victorious.
Huh?
He quit.
I'm not sure why. Did he think he was really far behind?
I mean, probably. Like, that being
He
said,
didn't
though...
have any vision on Size's side of the map.
I mean, Size did have, like, 10 more buggies on the way.
Yeah, he did.
I think, like, Size just had that critical mass of buggies where Logica was just kind of trading pretty badly because he just didn't have the numbers. And I mean, on the minimap, we saw there were, like, 10 buggies driving into his base. But still, maybe a little early to call it GG, especially with those...
When you have 2 oil derricks running, I mean, that's a weird time to call it, to be
there was,
honest.
like,
I mean,
there was a demo trap that would have maybe wiped a whole bunch of the buggies, so... Yeah, look, probably a little bit too early to call the GG, I think, from Logica.
Maybe just the fact that he didn't know it was on Size's side of the river. It's kind of like, man, he's got so much stuff.
Yeah.
Like, try and get on with game 2.
Yeah,
but it's
fair
like,
enough.
he could have won.
Maybe.
I still had my money on Size in the game. He did have the critical mass
well,
of buggies that's really important in that GLA matchup. So
and he's stealth, so that gives him a pretty big advantage late game.
It does.
But he didn't, actually, Logica would have had the demo rebel ambush as well.
He does,
which
yeah,
is
and
really
that's a
strong.
pretty big plus.
Anyway,
So, Size will take the first game.
Yeah, do you want to grab that, like, this ghetto scoreboard thing?
I'll grab a ghetto scoreboard. I'd love to. So, do you want me to get it and you can set up for the second game?
Yeah, so in the bottom drawer, there should be paper.
Okay.
I don't know about pens, though, because, like, 21st century. Is that a piece of paper there?
I believe it is.
Yeah, alright, and where's a pen? It's my house, I should know. Oh, there's a pen right here.
This is a very technological house.
Yeah.
Alright,
You know when people call you up and they're like, do you have a pen and paper? And I'm just like, Windows key, Alt, Notepad, Enter. And they're like, yep.
Yep, I got a pen and paper, no worries. Alright, I'm going to write on this ghetto notepad over here.
Okay.
As you may or may not know, Archon Hawk is not really well known for his artistic abilities.
No.
So...
If you were privileged enough to see his Aurora bomber, and what was the other one? It's the potato PC, wasn't it? Yeah.
Potato PC was my other
yeah. His other artistic legacies, if you could say that. Well, we'll wrap this video up and we'll move on to game number 2. I don't think we really want to sit here and watch Blake draw for like a minute. Alright. See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to game number 2 between Logica and Size for the $100 tourney. We are the General's Gentlemen. What's up? What's up?
What's up?
Yeah.
Petrol prices.
Yeah.
Child obesity.
Yeah, no, that's up. Yeah, no, definitely. So.
A lot of things are up, really. When you sit down and think about it. Also, drones. USA drones are up, giving vision
up in the air.
of Logica's base. He will be Size as the USA Super Weapon General.
And Logica will be playing as our GLA Toxin today. And we do, of course, have our scoreboard.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah, so the things with the scoreboard is it's really for our sake. Because, like, when I edit the videos, there has the in-game scoreboard at the top of the screen. But, like, obviously we can't see that until I've edited the video.
Having made the mistake of casting 9-game series, just going, do you remember who won the last game?
I think it was him, yeah.
You think it was this guy? I'm not sure.
So at least we can keep track of this without sounding like complete scrub lords.
As you may have seen, Size is 1-up in this tourney.
Like, isn't this amazing, right? Building the tunnel next to a garrison, so if a dozer comes to crush your worker...
Oh, but the Ranger drop! That was beautiful. Logic had like no chance there. There was like a Ranger drop at the same time as the crush was coming out. That was genius.
That was really smart. So it meant that if he would have gone to the garrison, we would have cleared by the Ranger. And if not, he would have not been able to capture the garrison, would have got gunned down anyway. So that was a cool play by Logica, awesome. But at the same time, Size was just like, nope, sit down.
Size is next level. I mean, like Logica's like up here. Like, no, Size is like the level after the next level. He's level 3. Logica's just like, I'm going to build it next to a garrison. And Size is like, I'm going to ranger drop your garrison. And,
yeah, that being said though, Logica did also tech terror his power reactor,
yeah.
So that was a good play to make as well. Does take this garrison. The Toxin Rebels cleared out the ranger inside of it there, so Logica looking pretty strong. Also occupies this garrison, preventing, well, maybe not, because there's only an RPG, but at least it will be making it difficult to go for the cap.
Prevents the garrison, if nothing else. Preventing the garrison is really important around those oils.
Also having the garrison down here. So Logica has good territory. Technical will be gunning down this ranger.
Has the power been rebuilt yet? Should be up.
Yeah,
yep,
it's up
the top now.
I don't actually know if he got the oil cap. He didn't have it when I last looked at the ranger. I'll have to find out next time. Wow, there's a lot of missile defenders. A lot of them. But there's actually... The Rebel does get sniped though. That's going for some crushes with the technicals. Gets 3 missile defenders. Not too shabby. 4 of them, maybe even 5. Nice crushes. 4. Size maybe should have scattered with his X key. Gets the Patriot though on the ground. Will make things a little bit easier to defend his supply here from some quads.
Yeah, that's not a bad placement actually. So Technical is going to move in, start gunning away at the power. He can't crush Chinook though, unfortunately. So.
No. I do quite like that Patriot because it's like covering the south,
that side.
And he knows that there was probably going to be an oil derrick down there. He actually denied that one, but it will certainly come in later.
I think it will. That's what I was thinking as well. Like cover the cross like behind the supply.
Yeah.
It might not get right to the edge, but it would get pretty damn close.
So that was a bait technical where I think Logica was trying to draw units away, even though it was empty, couldn't really do anything. Still, we have Logica. He has the top oils secured, doesn't have them capped, or denies the tech terror though.
That's a pretty big blow. So Size does a good job there. The main problem is going to be if all of these oil derricks get captured, that's cash money swag in the bank for Logica. He gets like 1,000 per oil derrick. Like never mind the income.
It's a lot,
it's
right?
It's like the flat 1,000 that you get for capping the actual oil derrick. That's a big deal.
Yeah. So he's got 1 already. He's got 2 down here. The third one hasn't been capped. It's neutral. The 4th and the 5th here still neutral as well. So Size has to really act fast, try and deny at least these north ones. Also this one here as well. There's no tunnel. So Size still has some time. It looks like Logica actually sniped a dozer. There's still one dozer here obviously as well.
So one of them does go down.
Maybe want to put that inside of a Chinook, but meanwhile it's just drawing units away. Dozer out in the open. This could go down here. Patriot gets their stun, and now these terrorists on the ground may destroy it. I don't know if 2 is enough. It probably is though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
One's enough.
One's enough, yeah. I'm not sure if that was 2. I thought it was 2.
Maybe it is 2. Well, whatever. Either way, that's a really nice snipe there. Unfortunately, the Humvee with the damaged engine couldn't actually deny the terrorist in time.
Technical trains coming in here as well.
The terrorists didn't actually blow up. That was very close. It would have taken out a few RPGs alongside the Humvee. Wants to rebuild the Patriot, I think is a good move to do. Has 1 more oil cap. The second one here just being capped now.
This is such good play here. Logica doesn't care about these technicals. They're not actually achieving anything. What they're achieving is it's buying time for these oil derricks to get capped.
Yeah, it's really keeping Size in his base. And so Size has been doing well to defend these tech terrors, but it means that meanwhile behind this Logica has been expanding and capping these oils quite well. So I like how Logica is throwing himself at Size to keep Size contained in his base so he can secure these oils. This is going to be really nice for him once he gets his all online. More technicals moving in.
Get caught.
One of them gets stunned here by the EMP. One of them is actually clumped up behind it. 2 have broken through. What's actually inside of them? Are they empty? Or is it just a bait?
Maybe there's some powers. RPGs. There's like 3 powers up.
Yeah, that's actually really smart. I think they're actually just baits. It means
they can't get sniped.
Yeah, they're probably just baits for his oils. Like, now he has every single oil. He's got 5 oil derricks up. He can throw away so many more of these technicals, and it doesn't even matter. It's just...
Technicals are cheap, man. Like, yeah, this is how you spend the $1,000 investment, and then it's just like a $1,000 AOs. This is how you spend the investment. It's pretty good. I mean, Size obviously has built a pretty big army behind this, because that's what happens with USA. If you don't like tech terror, the war factory constantly prevent the Humvee production, or the same with the barracks, they're gonna get a lot of rock Vs out. That's just how USA works. So And the standard just builds spy drones on every single Humvee as well.
Meanwhile, we have the Strat Center going down. Size to going for the tunnel here. There's actually 2 buggies. Not really a lot, but there's a few RPGs inside of this garrison.
Probably means more on the way.
Yeah, that garrison's a problem for him. Does he have any... He does have flashbangs, actually, so he can clear this garrison out, but it's actually the Toxin Tunnel. Make sure he doesn't lose that one. Oh, it gets the clear, though, so loses all those RPGs inside of it. Now, the Humvees are engaging a lot of missile defenders as well, so a pretty small army for Firestorm. That's, like, the only downside to him throwing away his technicals. It means that he hasn't amassed an army behind it, but he has the palace, so he's going to be able to get a buggy army pretty soon. Hasn't denied the tunnels yet, but at least the oils, but the tunnel has been denied.
Lost a fair few of those Humvees as well, a decent quantity of them. The Toxin tunnels are not something to be messed around with. They do some pretty serious damage, and it's hard to push through them with just Humvees. You really do need a pretty big bulk load of them.
A pretty big bulk load.
Pretty big bulk load. That is indeed a specific... exact measurement machine. I will not have you dissing it. It's very mean of you.
Okay.
Almost as mean as these quads are being to the missile defenders. They do actually clear them out of that garrison. The oils are still alive. They're still ticking along. They're still getting cash money
that's a
from
Jarman.
Logica. The Jarman's moving up as well.
Maybe for a dozer snipe, because there's only 1 dozer left.
That'd be it. Man, there's only 1 dozer left. It's 6% build on the command center. If this one goes down, it's pretty much going to be game.
Yeah, he'll probably get it, though.
Yeah, he probably will. Oh, he's walking around the side of that supply.
Yeah, he's found it. He's found the target.
Well,
he's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose the dozer.
He's probably gonna lose it. He's gonna
it's
lose
revealed,
it.
but it's too late. Doesn't even matter. 99%!
Oh! 99%, but it doesn't finish. The command center doesn't go down. There can't be another dozer.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's intense. And has the power gone down? I bet it has. Logica's a beast. Where'd the power go down?
Well, never mind that, because there's a pretty big Humvee push right now.
It's all or nothing.
He does have the Strat Center, the Search and Destroy, but his Humvee army's getting pretty low. He needs to end this game soon, else he'll just get outmassed with the buggy army. The power, yeah, there it is. That's the power plant being built here, getting that double production speed. But I think it's too late. Logica already has a massive buggy army. There's only a few Humvees left.
Whoa! 99%.
Yeah, and once that Jarman actually rebuilds, I think Size only went for this like crazy all-in engagement because he lost his last dozer.
He wouldn't have gone for it if he didn't lose the last dozer.
I think if he kept the dozer, he would have maybe tried to snipe the oils and then just backed off. But yeah, he had to all-in this, and you know, I think that was the only really play that he could do. It was, you know, he can't play the late game when he has no dozer, he has no oils. Capping these now actually looks like he's trying to. He's rebuilding his Humvees. He's still got his Strat Center at least. He's going to have his all Derricks back, but this game isn't really going anywhere good for Size.
Logica showing some very impressive GLA play.
Yeah, even afterwards. Notice how he also just sent like lone rebels just to try and cap stuff.
Yeah.
Just to occupy Logica's, if nothing else, just APM.
Yeah.
Just keep him doing things other than attacking oils.
And it makes you feel like you're playing the game well as well. It's just like, man, I'm dealing with all these attacks. It's great. And meanwhile, Logica's like, I have 17 oil derricks. And so it's just like, man, I'm microing really well this game. I've like killed all these technicals and stuff. And again, you know, 17 oil derricks.
Yeah, I mean, this third one is still here. Or fourth even, I guess. It's the fourth one. At least Size has captured these two back. So I think that's why he didn't go for the destroy at the start. But now there's plenty of buggies here. Sooner or later,
the game will be over.
This is going to be over.
Yeah,
I mean,
look,
really,
the power's done. The production's up.
It'd be a different story if there was going to be A10 bombers and stuff, but there really isn't.
Yeah, which can be like a really nice way to deal with buggies as well. Absolutely shreds
At least playing against GLA without a CC is probably better than playing against USA or China. Oh, the Jarman's revealed. Gets a Humvee, but not a big deal. Because when you're versing USA, right, it gets to or China even, it gets to a certain stage where they're just going to general's power your base.
Yeah.
They're just going to A10 strike your war factory, carpet strike, carpet bomb your supply, and you can't rebuild those. With GLA, it's like they can't really just kill your buildings.
No,
You know, it's a bit less less direct than those bombing strikes. Still, Size is holding on. You know, it's a tournament. You want to try the best you can. Don't give up so easily.
Also think up strats as well for your next game, like just in case. Like, how can I deal with this if this happens again? That can be really important, because if this matchup happens to show up again during the tournament, you want to know how to deal with it. You don't want the same thing to happen to you. So, yeah, I guess taking your time isn't a bad idea. Like, get your mind right, make sure you're okay for the next game, because, yeah, there's no way that Size can close this one.
He keeps the CC alive. I wonder why that is.
Nostalgia? I'm not sure. What could have been? 99% though, that snipe.
I don't think nostalgia is the right word. Nostalgia is like if he once had a CC and he has fond memories of it.
Yeah.
Well, like if
he did though at the start of the game. That's kind of what I was getting at. Like,
right. Well, we didn't have it for very long.
Yeah, no, he didn't. He sold it pretty quickly.
Well, anyway, there's Pathfinder's mixed in. That's going to be great news here for Size. Unless I'm missing something, like I don't know any reason why you would need a CC as USA. Like when you can't finish it.
No, I'm not sure.
Maybe it's for the Rangers, but
yeah.
What are they called? Pathfinders, yeah.
Pathfinders.
But I don't think that's the case.
You don't get like access to spy drones if it's like starting to be built or something. If it's just in a scaffold or something.
I doubt it. I mean,
like,
there's no spy drones here
I can't
on
see
the
any.
map.
Even got a Colonel Burton.
Yeah, he still has the strat center. Oh, loses it to the toxin tunnel. These quad doing some good damage here. The RPG is all out in the open, but the Humvees had turning to engage. This is 4 quads.
I'm trying to bait the buggies into the Colonel Burton, I think. But
where's the Burton?
They're
Oh,
not
there he
taking
is.
it. They're not taking the bait.
Yeah, that's a good point actually.
The Burton actually kills buggies really quickly, but you obviously have to get him in range of them. Buggies are quite fast, so you kind of have to bait the buggies to go
what's
in
this?
further. Here we go.
Chinook drop. Is he dropping some Vs off?
Yeah, it must be.
Nah, there's 4 Vs there in the base. A lot more quads here still, but they're out in the open.
Has to micro on 2 fronts here. A GG!
Why did that end so suddenly?
I'm not sure. These games seem to be ending very suddenly.
I'm really confused.
I don't get it.
Like, are these replays bugging out or something?
I don't know, are they? I don't think so.
I don't know, maybe he just GG'd because he knew he was futile.
Yeah.
I mean, he was pretty owned, but like he seemed to quit like before his army died. Like at least stick out until you lose your army. I just want to like watch this again.
It looked like he was going for like a last ditch ploy and then he just quit like out of nowhere.
Well, it was the palace, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just watch this again. Just quickly get the end. This is probably, yeah. It won't take too much longer to get there. But basically, he dropped his Chinook army into the palace, and that's probably why.
And that's like all the RPGs killed the bees and he just insta-quit.
Alright, here we go. Oh, yeah, that's probably why. He was like, yeah, there's a palace over there. Oh, that's why. The Toxin Rebel ambush. Toxin Rebel ambush.
Okay, yeah, that's a reason to end the game. I'm glad we looked into that and we discovered exactly why the game was over. Look, the German snipe was so clutch though.
Yeah, that was nice.
99% German snipe, loving that. So we'll make a small adjustment to our scoreboard. And then I mean our draw on it. 1-1, ladies and gentlemen, 1-1. We'll move on to game number 3.
Yeah. Hello again. It's USA Mirror this time. Size is the USA Vanilla. Firestorm is the USA Laser.
Other way around.
Did I?
Gotta love purple versus pink.
Oh yeah, wow, sorry.
Purple
Yeah, I really hate that when you have pink versus purple. Like, it's hard to tell the color differences, especially on the mini-map. So, yeah, so it actually is Size, that's the Laser, and Logica as the Vanilla.
Cool. We're going to be playing this one out. This is, of course, going to be game number 3. Scoreboard screen.
Yeah.
Back from the scoreboard screen. You like how we cut that? That was really nice. It is going to be 1-1, so this is game number 3. Spider gets taken out. Nicely played.
Yeah, so Size went for a barracks. Barracks before second supply it was. So he has that really early, that Chinook drop. Whereas, ooh, it looks like Logica cancelled his barracks.
Going for a war factory. So I'm guessing like maxing out on Chinooks and like getting a Humvee or something
his
like
dose
that.
is pretty exposed. Yeah, looking for some crushes he was. Drops on the other side. Will laser lock 1, but just flies away. So he's going for the power instead. May actually even get it here. But the Humvee's pretty fast. He needs to go back in soon though, otherwise he's going to lose his power.
Power's going to go down here. The Humvee's not going for it.
Wow.
Not even splitting up. That's weird. Goes for the dozer heals. Maybe he just wants the Rangers from it?
Wow, Logic, what?
Whoa, dozer gets sniped as well? This is not going at all well for
Yeah,
Logica. That's a really bad start.
He lost his power and his dozer, and he probably could have saved them both if he just went his Humvee in straight away. At least not his dozer. I mean,
So
that
it
was
looks
a big
like this could
misplay.
be another missile defender drop, I'm thinking here.
Yeah, that's 4 more here. So Size is going pretty ham.
Definitely. Following this up with the War Factory, so going straight into V production is going to be nice. And again, just delaying mining time. That's a big deal. Don't know if it'll be the other dozer sniper. I'm pretty sure it can
the
juke
scaffold
well
blocked
enough
it.
that
The scaffold blocking the laser lock there.
it is definitely going to delay the power that's coming out, though.
And the mining here as well. Pretty bad mining for Logica, having to evacuate his Chinooks off of the supply patches. Building a Ranger now, at least the power gets finished. That's one thing to bear in mind, is there's no power here for Logica, so his production has been halved.
Well, Humvee might be thinking about going in now.
That's why he only has one Ranger and one Humvee. Well, now he has some more Rangers.
Look, Rockbee's going to follow this one up.
Logica can't lose his dozer. Come on, buddy.
The dozer. Logica the
Oh,
dozer.
no.
He's going to lose it, for sure.
Unless he crushes backwards. Logica's just not... Just a really bad game here by
That's just a bad
Logica.
start.
Like, you gotta maybe, like, crush them around the side or just dodge them. Wait, well, no, it
Still
survives.
alive. But he's not microing it anymore. Oh,
Come
Logica.
on.
Oh, no, hang on.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, look.
That was a bit disappointing of a game here.
Yeah.
Still, at the same time, though, it is a Humvee attack here, so obviously he just wasn't paying attention. But another Humvee as well here from Size.
That's a full Rockbee.
Yeah.
Gets the airbags down just in case. Again, like laser locking Chinooks, delaying mining time, sniping Chinooks. Does he get one? He does. One of the Chinooks goes down. This is just a really nicely played game from Size.
Yep.
And it's the follow-up as well. It's like you get that early aggression down, you have the micro, and you have the macro to follow it up. Like you've got the War Factory down, you start the Humvee production straight away. It's how you keep the pressure and actually make use of the fact that you've delayed the mining time, that you sniped dozers. And this is not looking good at all. Has another Chinook. Has that gone well? The Chinook coming in now.
Size is still
not much
mining
more
off
I
of
can
3
say.
Chinooks.
Yeah, mining of 3 Chinooks at the moment.
I think Size, he forgo one of his Chinooks to get that more aggressive opener out.
Is this like the ultimate BM, like mining off your opponent's supplies, or that's Size's Chinook?
Well, that's just efficient,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, you want one of those after the drop. Just
Dodging the
away from
Rangers.
the Rangers, yeah.
Still has vision
Doesn't
from the
outrun them.
spy drone. Does Size.
Yeah, look. Has control of the oils delay. So, I mean, like, Logica's denying the oil derrick caps, but he can't follow this up with anything. He has no dozer. He only has one war factory and, like, one barracks. Limited mining. He's only mining off really one supply.
And there's 3 more Vs here for Size. Oh, that aircon is glorious.
Yeah. Beautiful aircon. We're loving it.
You might be able to hear it.
Pretty hot at the
Yeah, dude,
moment,
it
ladies and
was like
gentlemen,
41 degrees on
Yeah.
Tuesday. It was...
Celsius, that is.
Yeah, we don't use Fahrenheit because we're not weird.
And this is pretty much going to be the game here. Size is going to close this one out.
You know what's great? Base 10. Base 10's pretty good.
That sounds pretty good. Okay.
Apparently base A is actually more efficient.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are
Yeah.
victorious.
But like we use base 10 because fingers.
Fingers, yeah, makes sense. The more you know.
But anyway, it's certainly more efficient than whatever the hell Fahrenheit is.
Yeah.
Because the Celsius is like 0 is like the freezing point.
Probably more efficient than a Logica's build order in
Oh, do
that game.
could be
The Council of Barracks, very hard to deal with any early like missile defender, ranger aggression without a barracks. And that goes for pretty much all factions. Like as I know, as a China player, it's like you've got to get a barracks out, man. You just got to like get some like RPGs out or like something to kind of defend that thing. If you just go with a war factor, as you saw there, like 3 missile defenders will just clear you out. In the USA mirror, you just like drop the missile defenders in,
Yeah.
it just denies the supply. You can't actually get the crushers out
I
if
mean-
you're playing well against 3 missile defenders. You can kill 2 of them,
Yeah.
but like 3 of them is really
It's
hard.
not as bad for like China and like GLA because quads and gats are pretty good.
Yeah.
But as like with USA, like Humvees aren't as efficient against like 1v1ing or like those small groups. But yeah, I mean it would have been okay if he just didn't lose his stuff for no reason. Like we saw then Logica just didn't play very well. He just
Yeah.
had a bad game. It happens,
It
you know.
does happen.
Could have defended his stuff, but he
It's just
didn't.
a weird build order as well, because like it's rare to see a USA player like he went max out. He was really greedy. It was like a max out on 2 supplies. It was just like 2 Chinooks. Like that was the start, and then you
Yeah.
like build a war factory, and you after that I'm pretty sure you have enough left for like a V to start building. Like once the war factory is actually finished, but you can't go like 2 Chinooks on either supply and a barracks and a war factory and like still get a V out after that, which is why we saw the barracks cancel. But
Yeah.
it was just a bad game. So mark that one down. So who won that one?
It
That
was
was
Size.
Size again, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So. Ladies and gentlemen, are you keen? I hope you're keen. We are keen indeed. This is going to be game number 4 in our series between Logica and Size.
Yeah, so Size is the Air Force time around. We're now on Sand Serpent Modified, as opposed to Final Crusade Modified. This is a good map for Air Force. Very big, very open, a lot of spread out oils. This is where Air Force shines. You know, you can make those harassments pretty easily. You have a lot of room for airfields.
And Logica's playing as our demo.
Yeah, he's a demo.
Yeah.
Two very strong factions here on USA. GLA 0 hour 1.4 is what I meant to say.
We are going to cut now to our scoreboard screen. There
I don't mean about cutting.
Fantastic.
Like
What?
just hovering over the webcam jankily.
Yeah, that would be a joke machine. Those of us who make funnies like occasionally joke about like cutting to this.
Right.
So,
I thought you wanted me to like actually
no,
make the webcam full screen editing, and I'd be like,
this is a full-on joke.
Okay.
It feels like you don't know me at all, machine. So
Right.
come on.
Well, look, I feel like Logica doesn't know Size's build order very well, because he's going to lose this oil and actually the tunnel, and actually 2 workers here to this drop. No, doesn't lose either of these workers.
Ah, mistake.
He may juke one of them into the garrison, which would be a bit of a blow.
Got it.
Missile defenders actually may get him. Has more range than a ranger.
Does, and another one going to build up now.
Isn't that ironic?
Well, this is not a good idea. Gets cancelled. That's a good move here. I think the other one got cancelled as well. I don't think he got destroyed. So
it was cancelled.
Yeah. So
but at least he's denied that tunnel, which is very important because it's over the 2 supplies and the choke point into their base. So denying this tunnel is very, very important here by Size. I think he's like mixed in those missile defenders just in case a quick technical comes out.
Ooh, nice try there. So Logica was trying to debate the troops to come down so he could get the crush with the technical, but he mistimed a little bit and Size managed to stay alive.
He wants to get this rebel capping, but the technical's there, so he probably can't go for it. Meanwhile, we actually have Size capping up the platform, reinforcement pad, capping these 2 oils. I think Size was looking for this northern oil cap, which wasn't there. In the middle, he sees one. There's a lot of RPGs, but there's also point laser defense. Ranger dropping down, drops out the RPG. Does lose the Chinook, however, alongside the missile defenders. The Rangers are going to get taken out pretty soon by the RPGs. So it didn't go very well by Size there.
Exactly.
He won't deny the oil cap. He won't really do too much.
Doesn't achieve a hell of a lot there, but does have control over the leftmost island, which can be pretty crucial. It does, of course, have the reinforcement pad as well as having a couple of supplies down there.
It's a nice tunnel spot.
It's quite good. Is it a tunnel on the other side of the bridge, or is that a demo trap? As we only see one people. Okay, it's a tunnel network down there.
Yeah. So Size also has no vision of that.
Unit
Oh, he sees it now. Actually, he sees it now. A lot of missile defenders here. Quads are moving in as well, but the RPGs are pretty spread out, missile defenders, so he will lose all those quads without really achieving much.
And Humvee can just come in and try and go clean up duty. Now, has to kill the terrorists first. Therefore, the Humvee does actually go down to the RPGs. We don't see any Rangers coming out yet from Size to deal with this infantry army.
There's flashbangs. You can't hit moving targets, just like Blake playing Unreal Tournament 2004.
Oh, damn. How long have you been holding on to that one for? That seems like a joke that's been in the making for a while.
Not really.
Oh, God. I don't think I can talk in the next 5 minutes. That was devastating. Yeah. Ouch.
This Ranger needs to shot combo this worker. Otherwise he'll finish this tunnel.
Don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me, machine. Yeah, the lack of guard mode here disturbs me, machine.
Yeah, I don't think he was watching it. You're not having the radar. It's a bit harder to pay attention to all that little stuff. So, by putting the Rangers into these garrisons, it won't achieve much, but what it will achieve is it means that Logica has to destroy the garrisons, and since Logica is defending the island, it means it'll make it harder for him to defend later on. So, I think that's kind of what he's really planning, just with these random Ranger drops.
Yeah, that's... I definitely agree with you there, machine. That seems like a good way of putting it. And does actually steal away the oil derrick. Managed to throw down a tunnel network up the top right.
Actually, he's behind the supplies, so he should be safe, but undefended. That's actually a Humvee being dropped down.
That's what USA Air gets. It's cool, actually, because, you know, USA Air, I think the standard for USA is actually Crusader tanks.
Yeah,
but because USA Air doesn't actually get Crusader tanks, it means you get Humvee drops instead, which is, like, preferable. Like, yeah, it's pretty great. It's like,
just more reasons why USA Air is OP. Yeah. It's probably the same as with weapon, though, as well.
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
And surely...
yeah, no, it would be, actually, so, yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a big army here for Logica. There's a lot of missile defenders mixed in. Keeps that Humvee alive, very close, has the ambo repairing. But still, the army is unrelented. Is that the right word?
Unrelenting.
Unrelenting. Damn it, Blake. Damn it.
Quad's getting sniped down here. The other two do actually go after the missile defenders. The Humvees are going to be swooping in though. Should be able to deal with them fairly easily. Actually has the CC still, so it doesn't look like he went for a cell. Well, these RPGs, yeah, there's not a lot of way to deal with these, so that's a cool start, and it does give you more safety with the.
Oh, he won't get this in time though. No, he won't get it.
Goes for flashbangs. He's gonna be close though.
Maybe he should have at least finished off the worker before getting into the tunnel, just to prevent the repairs and stuff. Yeah. But not a huge deal. Though, so. Yeah. Anyway, the Dozer gets his barracks down, so it actually makes it a lot safer to get that, like, the unprotected Dozer building barracks down here. Yeah, with the repair from the Dozer, as well as the missile defenders being reinforced in, he's pretty safe. I wonder what this technical's going for.
Maybe he's just having a look around.
It's actually got units inside of it.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, oil, nice.
Nice, good play. The oil does actually get sniped here. So Sai's definitely a little bit behind in terms of economy. I think Logic has about 3 oil derricks at the moment.
Oh, that's the toxin tractor. He evacs.
Will it evac in time? Yes, it will. The Ladstock's coming out as well. Good micro coming in from Sai as well as watching it. Well, this is a couple of units, I think, in the end, but still nicely played.
Yeah, Logica has most of these oils. He has another supply down here. Sai, meanwhile, just has, like, a lot of Humvees. But because this map is so open, Sand Serpent, it means that it's harder to defend against this technical aggression. So, Logic is doing really well. Gets the supply, his only supply as well, bear that in mind. So, it's going to put Sai's even further behind.
I do like having this barracks down here, not only for control over the garrisons and hopefully eventual control over the supplies down there. It's because you've got the reinforcement pad popping out Humvees, so like you need to put missile defenders inside those. So you might as well have the barracks nearby. Smart play, and oh, this Dozer could definitely go down here. It does actually get sniped. Nicely done, which means the supply is going to be denied. So the supply will actually stay up, but you have to wait for another Humvee to actually, another Dozer to get over there and finish it off.
I really like that placement because it gets this supply here, and yet it's over the river, so it's easy to defend. And that's behind a choke point, so maybe if he puts like a fire base there or something, it'll be a lot safer from those RPGs. Meanwhile, Logica has just been building tunnels, but he may lose these now. I don't know if Logica has much of an army. I haven't really seen it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's the quads and the RPGs.
Coming straight out of the tunnel networks, doing a fair bit of work there. Does he have a palace yet? I'm going to guess maybe no. Oh, he does. You know, he's got it thrown down. I haven't seen any palace tech yet. There we go. There's the Black Market
second arms dealer.
Which means pretty recently
we've
actually got that one.
For buggies. Like, against the buggies, we'll probably need to see an airfield for Stealth Comanches or whatever. Maybe King Raptors. Looks like the control of the island will go to Logica. Hasn't actually denied this reinforcement pad yet, which is definitely making a big difference to the Humvee count.
It's going to be really hard to hang on to an airfield, though. I mean, it's just...
It's true. It's a very open map.
Yeah, the tech terrors are just going to come out, same kind of deal.
It'll make the stealth Comanches more viable than Raptors, because you know, it doesn't matter if you lose the airfield.
So Spectre is denying the worker count or an arms dealer? We look towards the base of Logica.
The Spectre. I think it's also disappointing critics.
Nicely played, Machine. Nicely played. As with the destruction of the arms dealer. Man, that technical was trying real hard to kill the Dozer. So the arms dealer has been denied, which means slower, what I'm going to guess is buggy production coming out here from Logica. So a good deny, but now Logica has control over every single island.
Yeah.
Every island.
I wonder if that Spectre gunship was being piloted by Daniel Craig.
Oh!
Just to expand on my reference there. Lots of big quad pop.
Shreds through the V's, yeah.
How many did he lose, though? I think he lost a few quads.
Logica's such a fantastic GLA player.
Maybe he didn't lose any. I can't really tell.
He lost like maybe one, I think.
Oh man, this
might be it.
This technical aggression is so good.
Yeah, you see the games end really abruptly because things that are game changing happen. It's like two technicals run into the base, like, yeah, that's gonna blow up two of my buildings. That's game. So
I think it also, like, for some reason, normally when a replay is over, it goes to a defeat screen.
Yeah.
For some reason on my game, it's just going straight to the end screen. I'm not pressing anything. But Logica played that so well. It was the same as game number 2, where he just kept throwing technicals at Size, and Size was like, I cannot handle this many technicals. Like, Size was holding on. I think maybe what Size should have done is like defended the choke points.
Yeah.
There's only there was 2 bridges, right? Or was it it's 3?
There's 3 bridges. There's 3 bridges into your main base. So.
Yeah, and Size was trying to defend his base when maybe he should have just kept the Humvees on the choke points on the bridges.
And I think, the problem with that was, like, Logica was kind of denying them. Like, once he got, like, near the choke points, he had, like, either tunnel networks on the choke points or just past the choke point, like, on the right-hand side. So it's really hard to actually have Vs in an area there and actually watch them, so...
You know, maybe just split up his Vs. But, really nice play by Logica of just sending out... Even it was the same thing as game 2, where like he secured the oil derrick spam. Like because of the aggression, it meant that he could secure like the 5 derricks and just pull ahead. So really well played so far from Logica, but it's still only 2-2. So the series is pretty even at this point. We will move on to our next game. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna edit these videos. I'll probably do like 40 minutes each video, because that's kind of how I want to plan it for the spoiler screen. Is like just every video. From now on, for 0 hour will be 40 minutes, regardless of game length, or longer if it's a longer game.
Probably do something like that.
Yeah. So this may be 2 or 3 parts of the series, best of 11. Cool.